Richard Hart has released a new Pulsechain update as of 5 minutes ago. As usual, it is pretty technical material, so I used OpenAI's ChatGPT to explain this Pulsechain update to us like we are 5 years old. Okay, imagine you're playing a game with your friends, but before you start, you want to make sure the game works well and doesn't have any problems. That's what testing is. Checking to see if everything in the game works like it's supposed to. Now imagine there are 3 different versions of the game. Let's call them Prism Pulse, Go Pulse, and Lighthouse Pulse. The people who made the game are testing all 3 versions, and they're saying that everything is going well so far. They're also talking about something called a test net. This is like a pretend version of the game that they use to test things without messing up the real game. They're running a private test net right now. Now let's talk about something called staking. This is when you put some of your in-game currency or resources into the game as a way to show that you really believe in the game and you want to help make it better. But there's a problem. When you want to take your currency back out of the game, it's not working quite right. The people who made the game say they need to make some changes to the game to make it work better, and they're looking at a different game called Ethereum Mainnet to get some ideas for how to do that. They want to make sure these changes work before they add them to the real game, so they're testing them out on the pretend version of the game first. They're also talking about 2 different versions of the pretend game they're using to test things out. An older one called Aragon, and a newer one they're still working on fixing. They're making sure both of these versions are working well before they add the fixes to the real game. So, to sum up, the people who made the game are testing 3 different versions of the game on a pretend version of the game, and they're working on fixing a problem with taking currency out of the game. They're testing out these fixes on 2 different versions of the pretend game before they add them to the real game.